Hi, it's Mitch from PickDogs.com here with the free pick in the Indiana versus Kennesaw State college basketball matchup on Friday, December 29th, 2023. Of course, if you love our free picks that we do every day at PickDogs, you'll love our premium picks. Just head on over to PickDogs, click on the premium picks tab. Of course, we also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. This is a product meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text the number that you see on the screen. These are not available on the website. But let's get to this one. We've got Indiana taking on Kennesaw State. Indiana 9-3 on the season, while Kennesaw State comes into this one at 9-4, but just 2-4 straight up on the road, 3-3 against the number in these road games. Meanwhile, Indiana a stout 6-1 at home, but just 3-4 against the number in these home games. And for the Hoosiers, another pivotal year for a team that, well, the expectations of being Indiana in general are always sky high, but this has been a team that's failed to deliver out on the court. You know, last year and even the prior year were seasons where people expected the Hoosiers to be maybe Sweet 16, possibly even an Elite 8 type team. They just fell way short of those expectations. They didn't even make it to the second weekend of the NCAA tournament last year. They were favored against Miami in their round of 32 game, and they got beat outright in the game. To be honest with you, the score wasn't even indicative as to how one-sided and not close the game actually was. When we look at Kennesaw State, this is a team that's been a breeding ground for players in the transfer portal. I mean, these guys certainly have guys that can play. There's a few of these smaller schools out there that are become, with the transfer portal, becoming more of a focus that we're becoming a lot more accustomed to. These teams like Kennesaw State, High Point, right, where it's like these guys go to the big boys and have players that can absolutely compete on those levels. And we've seen Kennesaw be able to do that. They are coming off of a loss against Asheville last time out. They were a 4.5-point dog, lost that game by 9, but they had won their prior several games in a row, 5 in a row actually going into that one. One of them was an online game, but the other ones were wins against Presbyterian, South Carolina Upstate, that same Asheville team that just beat them, and once against Georgia State, losses against FIU and East Carolina. When we kind of look at the tail of the tape for this game, and we kind of see what Indiana has done as well. Indiana played against some of the big boys like Kansas and Auburn, but they got beat only by 4 points by Kansas, but by Auburn, whoa, absolutely stomped in that one, and that one was at home, and it definitely left a mark. In their mini Big Ten schedule, though, they beat Michigan and beat Maryland outright in those games. They were 6.5-point dog at Michigan, one of their more impressive wins, I'd say, of the entire season. They also played UConn and lost by 20 in that game. So Indiana hasn't really shied away from the competition, but at the same time, they haven't really held up against it either. But the defense has been solid. Team shooting just 41.4% against them and also shooting just 33.1% from beyond the arc. Kennesaw has not shot the ball well this season. Generally, they're a lot better shooting team than what we see from them right now, but they do guard the perimeter extremely well. One of the best in the nation. Team shooting just 27%. Team shooting just 40.7% from the floor. I think that Indiana, wins this game. I think they win it fairly comfortably when all is said and done, but I think Kennesaw has what it takes to at least put a scare into them, and I think they keep it close enough. I'm going to take the points with Kennesaw State, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.